Hello and welcome to the day. Is everybody ready to build a magic deck with me? Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. I don't know what it is, but I kind of look like a sapperling today. Kind of feeling like a sapperling. Oh, how is everybody doing? It's so nice to see you. It is post-ban day, and today we're not going to talk about much of the bans. We had a whole stream about it yesterday. I have an entire deck on Moxfield that you could go check out if you want. But yeah, for the most part, we've covered that. And, you know, everyone has been making videos about it. And so I figured, let's do a stream where we're going to get a little bit of work done, but we're also going to hang out with everybody. Because the stream is, I guess the stream is, it's work or something. The stream is work. So I think what we're going to do today is I'm going to do some yoga for you. We're going to start with yoga. Not really. You know what, though? Maybe we will start with a forward fold. I do need to do a little bit of stretching. Get a little bit of stretching going. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a fun time. I opened this box of Tarkir Dragonstorm, and so the point of this stream, and you know what, I'm going to forewarn you, today's going to be a little bit shorter stream. We're going to complete our goal, which is I'm going to lay everything out in the true break and build style. We're going to switch over to this view, and we're going to build here. We're going to lay everything out. We're going to pick a commander together, and I'm going to build a deck out of this. We're going to see what it looks like is kind of like the best thing. I'm going to walk you through how I think about building a deck. Typically, I like to look at my removal first. With expensive products like this, what I really like to do is, well, actually, let me go ahead and record this because this will probably be reposted as a long form video. So when I build, or when I buy an expensive product like this, especially, oh man, these are like what, 350, 375 these days? Actually, I need to turn the music down just a smidge. Let me know how the sound levels are. But when I buy an expensive product like this, what I like to do is I like to build something out of it. This was something that I pioneered over on the old channel. We got the starter kit, and it was one of the very first, it was the very first video that we did like that over on the old channel. I know that that's something that has been continued over there, but what I like to do is I like to build a commander deck out of this stuff rather than just open a box like this and then hand pick a couple cards and put those into a deck. I like to give myself the challenge of building an entire commander deck out of this. Now, what I do is I do give myself a Soul Ring, a Command Tower, and a Signet. But other than that, the entire deck has to be built out of what is in the box. So whenever a new precon comes out, whenever a new set comes out, that is a fantastic time to buy a Soul Ring, a Command Tower, and a Signet. At this point, they appear in pretty much every single commander deck. You could buy them for cheap, and you could get those 3 cards for like under $2 total. So what we're gonna do is first let's try to get to 69 likes, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna lay out my deck here, and we're gonna build a commander deck. Hey, thank you for the subscription. Horror Amise just subscribed. I appreciate you. McFuddy, nice to see you. Let's say hey to everybody really quick before we get into the main segment of this channel. Once I get done, I am going to wrap up because we had a stream yesterday that was an impromptu stream, and my week is currently structured in such a way where we have the streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I use the days in between to get other stuff done. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I did yesterday. You know what? I want to show this to you because I last night while I was watching White Lotus, fantastic show. Recommend it to everybody if you like a good drama with exquisite. I'm talking the best character development. It is literally the best character development that I've seen in television. If I like Mike White, he knows what he's doing. And also a Survivor player, like that guy is firing on all cylinders. So let me show you what I did last night. I want to say hey to everybody really quick. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I appreciate you, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, just hanging out. So many of our usual suspects here. Adam says, what kind of wings is Jake gonna have today? I didn't get wings yesterday. I ended up getting canes. I think I went down. Yeah, that's right. I got a three-piece canes. I know Venom is probably jealous. Venom says, I want wings. Brody says, good afternoon, all. Blight Widow, hey, nice to see you. 59 says, Jake, don't forget your meds. I already took them, baby. Took them at noon. Let's go. 59 says, my boss is driving me up the wall today, so this stream is much needed and appreciated. Well, it's probably going to be like a 2.5 or 3 hour stream. We're going to go a little bit lower because I streamed yesterday. And typically only stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So this one will probably go... Well, you know what? It's going to go until it's done. It's going to go until it's done. Just seen my first ad on the channel. They grow up so fast. I know we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the thing over here. We monetized. Oh my goodness. I'm running a quick errand to get a car part before the stream kicks off. First ad for me too. If you want to help the channel the most, make sure to watch the full ads. Oh god, you can close your eyes while they're on. Close your eyes while the ads are on. It's not like Black Mirror yet, where it's you must open your eyes and consume the ad. 59 says, Blight, this is good to know. We'll refrain from skipping going forward, but I'm torn because I don't want to miss anything. You can always get YouTube Premium. And those ads, that just goes straight toward helping the channel. William is Bister, about to take a drive to another base for work, so thanks for keeping me company. William, thank you for keeping us company. We appreciate you. Kraken Jank says, first card in the new deck, wear down. Well, no, here's the thing. It has to be built from a Tarkir Dragonstorm box. It has to be built from this. But I see where you're going with that. Did you see the salt? Bro, he took me off black. He was like, you know what? Jake's gonna have a non-game for a couple turns. And I don't think it made it into the actual video, but Christian, he goes, guys, don't worry, but after this is going to be the salty game. So chill out. It was pretty funny. Blaywood says, I like the hair today. I know, I look like I am about to go play some tennis with John McEnroe. 59 says, Jake got his Manchester United swag on right now. Breathe in, breathe out. Videos like to be liked. Thank you in advance, Legends. Road to 69 likes. Yeah, we're going to get there, baby. We're going to get there. Hope everyone slept well and got some good rest. Yeah, shout out to Chad Magic. We had a really fun video over there where Joel and I played a game with them. Those are the sweetest dudes. We met them in Chicago, and they are just really, really nice. They had their entire weekend structured around playing Commander games with people. I think that was a really good use of their time, and our video aired with them today. If you don't know who Chad Magic is, definitely go check them out. They're fantastic. Let me pull up their video so that you can watch it and subscribe to them after this. These guys are super sweet. Copy that link. Put that link in here. Paste. Boom. Yeah, definitely go check out that video. That's the Chad Magic. Hey, Retro MTG with the $2 super chat says, hello, Jake, Blight Widow, and chat. Much love. We love you, buddy. We love you, bro. Bro, we love you. All right, I want to show something off because I have been working on the patron fulfillment. One thing that I want to do today, which is why this stream is going to go a little bit shorter. I have some stuff that I need to do. I need to take care of a couple personal things, but one thing I also am doing is I'm catching up on patron fulfillment. So I went through my collection yesterday and I pulled a bunch of cards, and these are going to be cards that are signed and sent out to people at the $10 level. In addition to all the other perks, at the $10 level, what I decided to do was I said, you know what, we're going to send out signed cards. And I wanted them to be commander relevant cards. So I went through, I don't know if people saw it, but years ago, I had a collection. It was one of the biggest collections. One thing that I did on the old channel that wasn't done by anyone else on that channel is I would buy collections, and I would go through these big eBay buys. I would spend a lot of money over there trying to come up with neat, innovative videos. And one of the ways that I did that was I would buy eBay collections. And one of the collections that I bought was one of the biggest paydays ever. It had ancient tombs. It had Lion's Eye diamonds. It had 2 Lion's Eye diamonds in it. It was an eBay collection that I bought for $150. And in that collection, I found a lot of really good stuff. There were like 6 Worldly Tutors. Because Mystic Remora was an Ice Age common, there were like 15 Mystic Remoras. There were a bunch of Lotus Petals, all sorts of random stuff. And so I went through, and obviously I'm not giving out like Lotus Petals if like we have, you know, $10 level and I'm sending out, you know, Ancient Tombs. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But in that, there were some really fun cards, and I want to share some of the cards that I pulled out that I am going to be signing and sending out to those people at the $10 level, since that is part of that tier. I want to get your feedback on them because I wanted it to be commander relevant cards. So what we have, I think, is pretty fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at those really quick. So don't pay any attention to these. There are a couple newer things that I was like, you know what, Terminate is a good card, Reality Shift is a good card. These are just good value. Yavimaya Elder, Songs of the Damned, Foil Terminate, Factor Fiction, Simic Growth Chamber Flicker Wisp, Wild Growth, Rampant Growth. And then this is all stuff that came out of that original collection, and it's so cool seeing these old cards like this that are just honestly really beautiful, really sweet. Finhorn Elves, we got some old fogs. I know this artist isn't the best dude, but I do like this old fog. Harrow, got a couple Muscle Slivers. Tranquility, what do you think about this card? Just a green and 2 other, destroy all enchantments. That seems pretty good, right? Unless you're running a bunch of enchantments yourself, this seems like a good green card. We have a bunch of Dark Writs, got some Mirage Dark Rituals. I feel like Dark Ritual is just a generically good commander card. Wanted people to be able to at least have some fun stuff that they could put into a deck. And these are all just going to be randomized and sent out. But I love these old retro cards. These are actually like good playable cards that I think people are actually going to enjoy. And it's so funny. Most of the stuff that I opened was Tempest, Mirage, and Ice Age. And the funny thing about Tempest, Mirage, and Ice Age is they all had Dark Ritual and Counterspell. That's one of the funniest things to me, is like these sets all had like really good stuff in them. And these are cards that may not have a ton of value. I know like Dark Ritual is like a $3 or $4 card. But I figured, you know, these would be fun inclusions. They're kind of a throwback. Dwarven Miner seems good, right? Right? I feel like it's good. Brody, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. Diabolic Edict. And this seems like such a good card. Can someone help me understand if it isn't? Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. You could do it for a black and 1 other, and it also has buyback on it. I feel like in big mana, this could be very good because you can keep buying it back. Tempest had buyback in it, and that's one of my favorite mechanics, being able to pay extra to get this card back once you use it. I don't know. Yeah, Count. These were... I did an initial wave of stuff. I wanted it to be commander relevant cards. So yeah, I went through and I pulled a bunch of stuff out of my collection just because I was like, I don't want to just be sending people, you know, like Signed full art planes. I wanted it to actually be like cards. I don't know, like you might be a blue player and you end up getting a green card or something like that. But I figured it would be stuff that's like at least interesting in some respect. But yeah, I just pulled like just random stuff. Brainstorms, counterspells, dark writs, that kind of thing. Hydroblast I know is probably played less in CEDH. I know that Pyroblast is played, but somehow I didn't open many Pyroblasts, or I don't know if I did and put them somewhere else. Again, one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a lot of organizing. So that's going to be something that gets done in the future. And also, do people still play Rampant Growth? I feel like Rampant Growth is still played, right? I mean, I love this old art. Also, it was surprising to me how much art RKF did back then as well. Like, that's kind of cool. RKF did some stuff. Well, not in here. Oh, there's RKF on Drain Life. That's kind of cool. Yeah, they are Boomer Magic cards. 100% Boomer Magic cards. But I just wanted to share those so that people are like, oh, okay, you know, that's the kind of stuff he picked. Give me your feedback. If you're like, man, you know, those cards are kind of a bummer, then let me know and I can try to go make some other picks. But I tried to be thoughtful with the choices and come up with some stuff that would be interesting to people at least. And then I'm going to sign all those and send those out, and that'll be in addition to getting your name in the credits of videos, getting your name in the opening patron slide, and then obviously all of the videos that release over on Patreon. Just a little bit of an extra thank you as well. So in this video, what we want to do is I'm going to open up this collector box. It's already been opened. There's a video on the channel of me opening it. But what I want to do today, I've got my sleeves, Dragon Shield, because relevant. These are the brushed art Rowan sleeves. These are pretty sick. They have a light texture on them. These are going to be our sleeves that we use for the deck because, you know, hopefully we come into a little bit of something fun here. Maybe pick a dragon to be at the helm of our deck. So we'll see what we come up with. So I guess let's just start laying stuff out. No, Jurassic Magic. That's the one thing. I knew somebody was going to make a comment about this. The Misty is so beautiful and minty fresh. It should be called a minty rainforest because the card is just so pristine. I don't even want to touch it. I want to get it graded. And I know that's going to make some people cringe and be like, no, you need to play that beautiful card. I would rather just... I don't know what's wrong with me. I would just rather... I'd rather grade it up and see what it comes back as. Do they smell like pancake syrup? Maybe a tiny bit. Maybe a tiny bit. Old World Micmac says, turn 1 Dark Ritual, Soul Ring Braids. Oh, God. Gross. That sounds disgusting. That sounds disgusting. All right, so let's go through here. I'm going to open these up. We're going to take a look at what we got. All right, so these are all token. Oh, that's right. I already laid this stuff out and organized it a good bit. All right, so the stuff that isn't tokens we'll put out here. And then what we'll start by doing is picking a commander, and then we'll go from there. So let's find our legends. And don't worry here, I'm actually gonna go through all the cards once we pick a legend. And that might be the wrong order to do things, but we're gonna do our best. I think these are all multicolored cards. Yes. Okay. We did open a Clarion Conqueror as well. This card is so good. This is gonna go into I built a Hate Bears deck. This is gonna go in there. This card is just, oh man, it's a good card. It's a fun little card. Open this guy. And you can't tell really well, but this is a Voice of Victory. Paige really wants it, so sending that over to her. I like this dragon. Got a foily forest there. Okay, so these are our legends. All right, so let's put all these in a pile because we're going to pick from here and then we're going to build out from there. We have lands, white cards, also lands, Genesis Ultimatum. This box had 2 special guest cards, if you can believe it. Pretty wild. These actually need to be set to the side because these are getting sent out. So can't build those into there. As much as I really do like that blue land. This is a land. These are our legends. Let's lay everything out really quick. White cards. Wait, that's the artifact pile. White cards. White cards. White card. Green. Red. We got a Corey Steel Cutter in this box. I mean, the box was honestly just stacked. Red, black, and blue. So everything, we did a little bit of pre-work here. All this stuff has already been done for the most part. So let's go ahead and pick a commander. Can you build them into a deck and mail them later? Oh yeah, you know what? For the sake of this video, yeah, that makes sense, Brody. Yeah, we'll do that if we need them. So we got Arini, Flying Trample. So we're at the point of the video where we're going to pick a commander. And these are the legends that we open. So the way that we do this build is we give ourselves a Soul Ring, a Command Tower, and a Signet, Arcane Signet. And other than that, we have to build everything out of what's in the box. So the best way to do this, in my opinion, a lot of the time, is to go like 2-color or 3-color. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to hit the numbers that you need. So we got Arini, so Sidisi. So like mono black, this is probably out. We just don't have the support to build it. So we'll set that guy to the side. Let's read Arini here. Seems like you have a lot of good Teamer dragons. Arini might be the choice. I'm a little biased because it's a commander I built from scratch. Ooh, do you like how you built it? It's a little bit expensive, but, you know, 7 costs, whatever. Flying Trample. Whenever Arini enters the battlefield, look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a dragon creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. It would be fun to build a dragon commander deck. I haven't built anything dragon commanders. And I do have stuff set to the side like Miram and a whole bunch of old dragons. And these are great colors for a dragon. So... he's not seeing my message. What is your message? Gotta finish my errands. I'll be as quick as possible. Okay, yeah, no worries. Sorry I missed it. Arini, Taigam. So Taigam probably not going to go in here either because it's mono blue. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it if it doesn't have suspend against suspend. Sarkhan probably as well not going to work, but this could go in the 99 if we end up building, you know, Arini, for example. Tursa. This card I really like this card a lot. Really good card. And we opened 2 of them, 1 foil, 1 non-foil. A little bit of duplication going on. We did open a Teval, Arbiter of Virtue. Flying Lifelink. Spells you cast have Delve. I haven't built anything Sultai in a while. Like, this is probably right here the biggest deviation from what I would build just because it's Teamer. And I don't typically build blue-green stuff. And the same is true for this. I typically build a lot of stuff with black in it. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose life equal to its mana cost. Then we have Zurgo, which could be fun as well. Got a little 3-color here. During your end step, warrior tokens you control have this token can't be sacrificed. I don't know if we're going to have enough support there to really get the most out of this, but... we may get there. Alexander, nice to see you. Thank you for hanging out. Codus. Whenever Codus deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards of their library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. So this is something that I would typically like to probably... I mean, I would probably want Codus to have some like protection, like a Lightning Greaves, a Swiftfoot Boots, and that is not in the box. So like something like this, for example, I'm probably not gonna run. I would also want to like boost him up and have him like have a higher. Yeah, we kind of want to go Voltron with him. Hello, my fans. Mom is here. Nice to see you, Mom. Hello and welcome to the day. Nuriv, Crackling Vanguard. 2, a red, a white, and a black. Flying Death Touch. When Nuriv enters, create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Whenever it attacks, exile a number of cards from the top of your library equal to the number of differently named tokens you control. During any turn you attacked with a commander, you may play those cards. So, this is something, again, that we would probably need more support with a lot of different tokens, and I think we could get there and do something really special. But we'll set it into the maybe pile. Baitor, kin to all. 2, a white, a black, and a green. I mean, we opened so many spirit dragons in this box, it's just wild. At the beginning of your end step, if creatures you control have toughness 10 or greater, draw a card. Then if creatures you control have toughness 20 or greater, untap each creature you control. Then if creatures you control have toughness 40 or greater, each opponent loses half their life rounded up. This is something that I'm going to build just because I am super into this card. I don't know if we have the support to build it in here. We could take a look, but we'll set that to the side. We also opened this super sexy foil Tevel. Like, baby. Oh, baby. I don't even know. I mean, this guy's sick. I love that frame so much. So we opened 2 Tevels, and we also opened a Shiko. So I think we opened every single spirit dragon in this box. Flying Vigilance. When Shiko enters, exile target non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. Copy it. Then you may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. So if I were building Shiko, what I would do is I would build it in like a blink kind of way, and I would be running stuff like Wheel of Fortune. I would be running, you know, that kind of stuff. Does Baitor have like a big, like a crazy secondary market price? Oh, for a foil one, it's like 40 bucks. Yeah, wow, that one right there is like a $15 card. Holy cow. So of these, Arena of the Unwritten, Arena looks kind of good. Geez, all of these dragons have like a high price. People are like really into these right now. I feel like that Arena is kind of expensive too. Yeah, getting a lot of showcase dragons ended up being really good. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, out of this, what do we think? Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, yeah, that Baitor kin to all. That is a sexy frame, and I really do love the art on it. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's like a $70 card. That's sick. Yeah, for this box having no planeswalkers, this ended up being a really spicy box because we pulled the Misty, and then we also pulled the Ghostfire Clarion Conqueror. So, and then in addition to that, we pulled a lot of freaking heat. So I think we're building a dragon. My gut is telling me a dragon is part of what we're going to be building. And part of me thinks like Arena. I want to see if we have anything here for at least the start of a Baitor deck. Let's look through black, white, and green and see what we have that could even be close. What did you do? $50 super chat? I'm here supporting the best new Magic channel. Mom, you did not have to do that. You're a wild woman. Thank you for the $50 super chat. I appreciate you, Mom. Well, that's going to be up there for a minute. Let's go. Shout out to Mom, the real MVP. Thank you, Mom. I really appreciate you. I love you. I appreciate that very much. Nice job, Mom. Jake gonna blow at least half that on wings. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, with today's prices, I'm probably gonna end up blowing all of that on wings. Go out and you're like, all right, I'm gonna get like 10 hot wings and a beer, and somehow by the time you leave, it's like you've spent $42. It's like, what did I do here? They're like, you had a tall beer and some hot wings and sauce. How much was the ranch? $5. $5 a ramekin. We live in wild times, folks. She's keeping me alive. Getting off that water diet today. That diet water. All right, I want to look through here. So if we are playing Baitor, I think we would run a Voice of Victory. Teaming Dragonstorm. When it enters, create 2/2/2 white soldier creature tokens. Interesting. We wouldn't be able to run that because it's got red in its color identity. Return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. This card seems so good. We got the Riling Dawnbreaker, so that would go in there. Clarion Conqueror. I don't know. This kind of shuts us down as well. Voice of Victory would go in there. Smile at Death. At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a 1/1 counter on each of those creatures. This card seems extremely good. No, I don't like blue cheese. I don't know what it is. Will of the Mardu. Choose one. If you control a commander as you cast a spell, you may choose both. Creating a number of 1/1 red warrior creature tokens equal to the number of creatures target player controls. Or Will of the Mardu deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures you control. This card seems pretty good. So let's see what's in. Let's see what's in here. That could probably go in the deck. Having something that taps stuff is good. We already have one of those. A Rally. This seems extremely strong in a limited commander deck. A lot of good versatility on there. Ooh, Duty Beyond Death. That seems like a very good reactive spell. Lightfoot Technique. Gives our Baitor indestructible. Like, we do want to, if we're playing a 5-cost commander, we don't want it to just get aced. So giving it indestructible is really good. Got the Kieran. Locks it on Battle Priest. Ooh, that 3/5 seems attractive in a Baitor deck. We want to be, like, we want to get to the point where we become a master of playing Baitor. So like at some point we could be, you know, if people were like, oh, that guy's really good at Baitor, he's a master Baitor. Dalkovin Pack Beasts. I mean, this card is freaking nutty, dude. In foil Pack Beast. This is so going in the deck. Even though it makes red warriors, that doesn't really matter. Honey mustard is okay, but blue cheese is the best. No, you guys are all crazy. I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything. All right, let's see what our green looks like. We have a 2/3. Discard a creature card. Return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It's a fun little card. Floral Evoker. Got the Brood Scale Surge. I mean, this absolutely goes in the Baitor deck. If we want to be a master Baitor, then this is probably going to be one of the best cards that we can put in. May put a permanent card from mana value less than or equal to the... Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Sagu Wildlings. I like that this is something that we can use to go search for a land. Then we have an Encroaching Dragonstorm. This is going to be really good for us. We're going to be able to use this to go search for some basic lands. This is extremely strong. I like this card a lot. Let's see what our other green looks like. I just don't know if there's going to be enough support. We got the Undergrowth Leopard. Defender, this creature can attack as though it didn't have Defender this turn. Heritage Reclamation. I love the versatility on that. Oh, this could go in there as well. Destroy target creature power 3 or less. What a cute little dragon. That dragon needs to be careful. It looks like it's gonna... I mean, could you imagine having that long a neck? Your neck is just like in a constant state of being like really wobbly. Of all the dragons, this dragon has the worst neck problems. Easily the worst neck problems. This dragon in the lore of MTG, okay? This dragon right here is known for like, oh yeah, those dragons have really bad neck problems. They have the worst. Oh yeah, dude, those dragons, a lot of them die early. You know, it's those neck muscles. Those neck muscles, their vertebrae, they wear out. It's just, you know, the disruptive Stormbrood, known for having really, really, really bad neck issues. What can you do, man? What can you even do? Rainveil Rejuvenator. I do like that this is a 2/4. This works well with Baitor. When it enters, you mill 3. Trade Route Envoy. I mean, we do have a lot of very good green. Sagu Pummeler. Maybe there is a case for, well, no Sultai Devotee. This is also removal. Also good versatility. Okay, we're going to put a pin in Baitor. I think there might be a case for building a limited Baitor deck here. Let's see what our black looks like, and we'll make a choice. So green is making me think that we probably need to build Urini, Teval, or Baitor. I don't think that we're going to be able to do Nariv. I think that Kotis is probably kind of mid. We could also look at Zergo based on what our red and our blue looks like, but let's take a look at our black. He roasts Dan Mumford art. I'm not saying the art is bad. I'm not saying the art is bad. I did not say that. What I said is that dragon is known for having bad neck issues. Nothing about that is a reflection of the art. I think it's great that in the lore of MTG, some of the dragons have bad neck issues. That makes sense. Some dragons have heads that are like kind of like closer to their body. Some have heads that are more like snakes. Evolution has kept that dragon around in some capacity. In some capacity, that dragon is still around. Bo, nice to see you. Devil's Judgment. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Draw a card, create a treasure token, and create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Oh man, this is such a Jake card. Oh baby. This is a Carador card if I have ever seen one. Hot damn, I want to put this into Carador right now. Woo. This is good. This is very good. Damn, dude. Draw a card, create a treasure token. I mean, this card is the shit. This card is the shit. This card is fantastic. I love it. Tip the scales. Sack a creature. When you do, all creatures get -X until end of turn, where X is a sacrifice creature's toughness. Okay, we're building Baitor. I mean, this is a fantastic board wipe. You really have to look for stuff like this when you're doing one of these break and build kind of videos. Tip the scales seems extremely strong. Jaws of Defeat. Whenever a creature you control enters, target opponent loses life equal to the difference between that creature's power and its toughness. All right, yeah, we're probably building Baitor. And we got the Revenant. This thing is fantastic as well, man. All right, this thing is not. I don't even know how to build this. This card breaks my brain. Someone needs to let me know how to build it, because I have no idea where to even start with this shenanigans. Then we have Avenger of the Fallen. Death Touch, mobilize the X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. You know, here's the thing. This mobilize thing, I know that it's built for Mardu, but it works with our commander. We're fine with this. It's also a 2/4 for 3. I think we like it. Tyler, nice to see you. Hello and welcome to Wednesday. We have Sinkhole Surveyor. This is a really nice 2-drop. It also has a higher toughness and power, so this continues to work for us. Another Revenant. We can't run that, but I mean, this dragon is the shit. It also has each non-dragon creature gets -X till end of turn. So there's 2 board wipes in our white and our black. I think we just like shotgun just build Baitor. I think that's the one that's kind of like I'm leaning toward the most. We just have very good cards that are all, I mean, this is another reactive spell that comes with a dragon later. Oh, I got 2 of that ceremony. Gross. Gross. Is this one foil? Watch this card. This is going to be one of those cards that like a lantern player ends up brewing with, or like an eggs player. There's going to be somebody who figures out how to really like do crazy stuff with this. All right, let's see what we got in our commons and uncommons. I mean, this is good. I love spells like this that get something back from our graveyard. Whenever this enters, it endures 2. Gurmag Rakasha. This is a really nice top end that isn't a dragon. Comes with a little bit of removal. Nice big menace guy. Sack a creature. It's okay. This is kind of good if we have stuff that like our opponent goes to remove it. We at least can pay 2 if we have the mana open to, you know, pump one of our things. Devil's Judgment versus Black Market Connections. Which is objectively better? Probably Black Market Connections. Right? I would have to say. Gotta play blue. Thanks for hanging out. Nice to see you. We got another thing that's going to give something Death Touch and Indestructible. We already have a Stormbrood. Abzan Devotee. Oh, this works with our commander. This works with our commander. Enters, endures 1. Got a Feral Death Gorger. Put a 1/1 counter. So, yeah, and it has the toughness greater than power. There's just so much going on here that's really good. Cold Truth, Surveil 2, then draw 2. Worthy Cost, Exile. Yeah, dude, I think we're building... There's just too much... There's just truly too much going on in our white, our green, and our black to ignore building Baitor. So, I think we're just going to do that. Like, I can look through red and blue, but even our red is kind of... Like, our red is kind of lacking. We don't have a ton of red. Like, the Magmatic Hellkite is fantastic. The Corey Steelcutter is fantastic. But there's just, like, the depth of our red is not nearly as strong. And then this is all we have as far as our commons and uncommons. It's not like these cards are bad, but we don't have a ton of red. So I feel like we don't even get, like, much red in the deck. And some of this is, like, Jeskai. So it's like... Yeah, I think we have to go Abzan here. Let's look at our blue. Got the Naga. Voracious. Flying Vigilance. Whenever you cast a spell with 1 or more targets, draw that many cards. We got the Manga River Regent. I mean, obviously Tortoise is fantastic. The Storm Shell. We got this guy Flying Ward 2. This is a great card, but again, our blue is kind of mid as well. We have Teamer if we wanted to build Arini. Draw a card, Harmonize. This isn't a bad card for Arini. Flash Flying, you may cast sorcery spells and dragon spells as though they had flash. I mean, this card is freaking amazing. Jeez. Bewildering Blizzard isn't bad. Drawing a lot of cards. Humbling Elder. Veteran Ice Climber. This is a great card. That's a limited all-star right there. So our blue is actually not bad, but I just don't think because of our red that we can effectively go into Arini. So I think let's look at our multicolor cards. Well, let's look at colorless first. Brody says just picked up some Harman Kardon sound sticks 3 on Facebook. Been looking for a cheap set forever. What are those? Yeah, I think right, Jurassic. I'm thinking that Baitor has to be the choice, right? That has to be the move. I appreciate y'all so much. We have 59 people watching here on a Wednesday. Would you like to help us get to 69 likes? We're on the road. Yeah, I'm thinking so, Jurassic. So we have this guy, which is kind of, you know, he's kind of mid. But if we need to fill out the deck, that could be a way to go. Oh, we got the Abzan Monument as well. Dude, I mean, everything is pointing toward Abzan. We got a Dragonstorm Globe. And a Sentinel. Okay. Let's look at our multicolored cards. See if we got anything that supports what we have. Oh, that's, I mean, that's really good for Arini. Sultai. Oh, Armament Dragon. Distribute 3/1/1 counters on 1/2. Okay. That's good. That's absolutely a Zergo card if we decided to go that route. Abzan as well. Exile target permanent, mana value 3 or greater. That's good. Menace, whenever one or more counters are put on a creature you control. So I don't know if this guy ends up playing in the deck because we don't exactly have a huge counter theme going on, but if we end up running Endure stuff, this guy probably comes in. It's a nice little 3-drop. So in here, we do have Armament Dragon, Kintree Severance, and Stalwart Successor. So those are all definitely playable. Now let's take a look in our what are these, rares? I mean, we got a Siege. Dude, this card is cracked. Yeah, this card is very good and would definitely go in the deck. Battle Crier isn't going to play. This is a very good card. It does look like there's some good Arini support. Songcrafter Mage. Some good Sultai support here. I mean, our black is extremely strong. Our green is pretty good as well. And our blue is not awful. Yeah, I'm seeing good Sultai stuff. This is a great card. Revival of the Ancestors. Create 3/1/1 white spirit creature tokens. I mean, this card is pretty good. That's more support for Baitor. Songcrafter Mage. We got the Snake. I mean, Sultai doesn't look awful. There's Jeskai, but red is out for us. Another Armament Dragon. This one is foil. Awaken the Honored Dead. I mean, there's not bad Sultai stuff. Sultai stuff is not awful. Fucking Teamer Battlecrier, dude. I don't know. I don't know, chat. Brody says speakers, they're made from clear plastic, the early 2000s vibe. You'd probably recognize them if you saw them. Nice. I'm happy you found a good deal. Everybody, if you are enjoying the stream and you're not subscribed, if you think you're going to come back in the future, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 1 to 5 Pacific. Today we're building a commander deck out of a collector booster box. As these Magic the Gathering products become more and more expensive, we like to figure out ways to get the most out of that collection. So what I'm doing today is I am building a commander deck out of one of these legends that we opened here. And I think we're going to go ahead and pick Baitor. So let's go ahead and clear our blue and our red. So what we're doing here, Baitor, kin to all. Flying. At the beginning of your end step, if creatures you control have total toughness 10 or greater, draw a card. That's sick. Having draw in a commander deck is very, very important. Then if creatures you control have total toughness 20 or greater, untap each creature you control. That's pretty sweet. Then if creatures you control have toughness 40 or greater, each opponent loses half their life rounded up. This card is nutty. I'm very excited to build it. Let's go ahead and lock that in as our commander. This is going to be what we decide to build. And let's see what we can find in our white, our green, and our black. So let's cut our red, let's cut our blue. Oh, we didn't even look at lands. This land matters. I mean, this land, this land matters. That's pretty sweet. Nomad Outpost, Jungle Hollow, very good for us. Oh, other than that, oh man, our Arini lands are good. Our Sultai lands are good. You know what? We're going to do what we can with what we got. Do what we can with what we got, chat. We're going to do what we can with the fixing that we have. From this pile. I mean, I do think there's a case for Sultai, but I just don't want to build Sultai. I would rather build Abzan. There is a pretty good case for Sultai, though. Not gonna lie. Pretty good case for Sultai. And there are some pretty good teamer cards. But you know what? I'm a Sultai boy. Or an Abzan boy. So we're gonna do it. I do like Dragon Globe. I like the Monument. Or the Boulderborn Dragon. Abzan Monument. All relevant. Ooh, this guy seems really good having that 5 toughness. I think that plays in here. Okay. And then from here, this is in our colors, this is in our colors. We already have an Armament Dragon, so we don't need another one of those. We'll get the Stalwart Successor out. All right, that's it from there. Box breaks some standard decks. It would be cool to see a box battle against 3 other people that crack the same box or even different sets. Yes, they do that over on Charlie's channel. Skill Check. They do that a pretty good bit, actually. All right, let's get these out of here. So we're good on that stuff. We end up not needing these, so we'll set those to the side. So those are lands, creature, enchantment, instant. Here's our commander. We're going with Baator. Set him up here. And now let's go ahead. We got another enchantment. Let's go ahead and get our white cards out and see what in here is absolutely playable. Return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less. I don't know if that's going to play. We know we want the Riling, so that's a playable. Clarion Conqueror, don't know if that's going to play. We do know we want a Smile at Death. Oh, probably doesn't play just because we have... Well, this actually maybe does play because a lot of our stuff is like lower power and higher toughness. Voice of Victory. We have a voice that will play. Teeming Dragonstorm. Yeah, I mean, it just goes wide, so it seems pretty good. This doesn't play because it's Jeskai. This guy plays. We already have a Riling. Rally is good. Duty Beyond Death is really good. Lightfoot Technique is really good. Rebellious Strike. Really good. Kieran, when it enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If it was a token, draw a card. Flash, Flying. I mean, this thing's fantastic. Locks it on Battle Priest. We like. When this creature enters, it endures 1. This is probably pretty good. We run Pack Beast. And we run the other Pack Beasts. So Tempest Hawk, not going to play. And then we already have these Riling Dawnbreakers. So let's set these to the side. And then we'll make cuts as we need to. So with our white cards, Creature, 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 creature. Lots of creatures, which is good. Instants. Instant, instant. Creature. Enchantment. Creature. Enchantment. And creature. Boom. Alright, let's do our... Let's set these here. Creature. Artifact. These are maybes. We'll set our maybes up here. Creature and artifact. All right, let's keep going. Let's do our green. Derek, good to see you as well. Jake, you should bring this deck to Vegas. I would like to play against it. I will. I'll go ahead and I'll build it and keep it together. All right, so we know we want encroaching Dragonstorm. This thing is stacked. Yeah, we're going Abzan. Arcanau, nice to see you. We will resolve our trade today. Creature. We got a Sagu Wildling. We know we want to play that. Another good creature. And landfall. When a land under your control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Discard a creature card. Return. I mean, this card is insane. You have a really good landfall ability on it. That seems good. This seems good. Let's run this guy. Let's get into here. I think we might have this deck coming along already. This guy's kind of iffy. We'll set him to the side. We know we like this. Having a bear. Dude, the evolution of the bear, man. Seriously. Undergrowth Leopard. Vigilance. Sack a creature. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Like, what are we talking about here, man? This card is so good. Then we have Formation Breaker. Creatures with power less than this creature's power can't block it, as long as you control a creature with a counter on it. This is kind of medium. We just don't have a ton of synergy. This is not medium. This, for example, absolutely not medium. What we're talking about here is a card that's great. We got to get the dragon in the deck with the really bad neck problems, because it has destroy target creature with power 3 or less, and it also has when this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. I don't know what more you want on a card. Everything is going on this card. Even bad neck problems. That's a creature. 2/4. Yeah, we like this. We like it. Trade Route Envoy. When it enters, draw a card if you control a creature with a counter on it. If you don't, draw a card this way, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. We're going to set it to the side. Dragon Sniper absolutely plays. Sagu Pummeler has reach and renew. When this exile this card from your graveyard, put 2 1/1 counters and a reach counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. Maybe we do just have a good bit of counter synergy. I don't think there's going to be enough like stuff leaving our graveyard. This guy doesn't play because he's Sultai. We already have a Sagu Wildling, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So we already have that. Knockout Maneuver absolutely plays. This absolutely plays. Target creature gets +3/+3, so it's a giant growth or destroy something in the air. That's really good. We already have a Sagu Wildling. And then this guy. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them into your hand if you don't put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That seems pretty good. Well, actually, do we want to be milling our dragons? I don't know if we do. I don't know if we do. These are all maybes up here. These are our maybe piles. We will look at them once we know more about what kind of creature stuff we have. Don't think we play these. Deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures you control. This is probably pretty good. We'll run that as an instant. We already have a Voice of Victory. All right, so our black cards. Ceremony does not play. Purging Stormbrood absolutely does play. This thing is great. Damn, this deck is actually going to be pretty good. Scavenger Regent absolutely does play. We want to run the other Revenant. Where's the other one? Yeah, I want to run this one. So we already have a Revenant. Sinkhole Surveyor, we like that. Avenger of the Fallen, we like this. Ceremony does not play. Jaws of Defeat, Tip the Scales, and Tevil's Judgment. We love all of these. These are all good. Enchantment. Sorcery. Enchantment. Are these all creatures? Just making sure. Oops. Instant. Sorcery. Instant. I mean, the deck honestly looks pretty good, man. Not gonna lie. I'm thinking for a deck built out of a box, it does not look that bad. The thing that I think is going to be clunky, and that's what's clunky about all these decks, is the mana base. Oh, Mom's Mega Chat is about to disappear. No! Mom, thank you for the $50 super chat. I appreciate you so much. That means a lot. That means a whole heck of a lot, Mom. I appreciate that support. My mom has been amazing during all of this, very supportive. Since the end of the year with the separation from two big important parts of my life, my mom has been there standing by my side among a few other very important people. A lot of my friends have been there. And some of my friends have not been there. You learn a lot about people during a tough time in your life. Instant. We got Sandskitter Outrider. Menace. When this creature enters, it endures 2. This is kind of mid. This is kind of a maybe. Menace. We definitely run this guy. This guy's good. I think we run this bear. Sack another creature, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Being able to do that seems good. I do think we might have some good counter synergy in here. We like this instant. Having reactive spells is good. Purging Stormbrood. Do we already have a Purging Stormbrood? Didn't I take the foily one? Yes. All right, so we don't need another Purging Stormbrood. Don't need a Purging Stormbrood. Feral Deathgorger. I know that we want that. Let me make sure I don't have another one in here. I don't think I do. I mean, honestly, dude, these boxes are so sick, man. We want the Abzan's Devotee. Destroy target creature. We want this at sorcery speed. We don't care. Lifelinker. When it enters and endures. I think endure might need to be a little bit of a sub-theme in here. We just grabbed a Feral Deathgorger, so we don't need that. Target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard. I think we run this. Was that Mystery Booster 2 build a deck video from Chicago posted, or is that just in the past now? Travis, that's posted on the other channel. Oh, Travis, you mean the break-in build that we did with, like, the community? That never got posted. That was, like, during the separation. It's kind of a shame, because that would have been a really good video. Worthy cost. Yeah, we like worthy cost. Worthy cost is good. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Yeah, that's good. I like removal. I don't know about you, but I am a fan of removal. Target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard. Strategic Betrayal. Yeah, let's run it. And then Zombie Warrior. As long as there are 3 or more different kinds of counters among creatures you control. This thing is just too niche. I don't think we can run it. It's a little too niche. Yeah, Travis, thanks for asking. All right, let's set this guy to the side. So we already have these, so these do not play. These do not play. All right, so maybes. These are all maybes. So let's build what we have out of what we got here right now and do some counting. Because with these decks, you kind of are put into a situation where you build what you can. You build what you can, and then you go from there. These commander limited kind of things, this is something I'd like to see pop up more and more. All right, so let's set our creatures out. 2. Actually, of all of these, I want to see how much counter synergy we have. Counters. Counters. Mobilize 3. That's not counters. No counters. Counters. Counter. Counters. 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 Okay. All right. I think there's enough. Counters. Counters. Okay, so there is some counter support in our creatures here. So maybe we do bring in the counter stuff. 9 cards with counter stuff. Okay, let's lay out our creatures. Then we'll see if we need to bring in that other stuff. I think we probably do bring in all the counter stuff. Oh yeah, we're going to run removal. So 3 cost, 4 cost, 2 cost, 3 cost, 6, 5, 2 cost, 2 cost, 6 cost, 2 cost, 6 cost, 2, 3, 3. I mean, the deck honestly looks really fun. It looks really fun, chat. All right, so let's just count creatures that we have. We got Baitor, so 1. We have 30. So yeah, you know what? We're just going to lean into this counter synergy. And we're going to bring in some more creatures. So 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 35 seems fine. Activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated. How many activated abilities? This is triggered. I think we can run Clarion Conqueror. Activated. 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 I see some activated stuff. A lot of my stuff is triggered. Activated. 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 Alright, so maybe Clarion Conqueror doesn't play. Yeah, there's a lot of good activated stuff. Renew is an activated ability. Yeah, music is very chill today. A lot of triggered. Yeah, I guess we don't play the Clarion Conqueror. I mean, the thing about Clarion Conqueror is it does just end up being something that eats removal. Let's see where our deck comes out, and maybe we end up running it if we absolutely need an extra card. Okay, so here are our creatures. Creatures looking pretty good. So we have 35, including our commander. That seems like a pretty good spot to be for creature spells. Sometimes people might want more. I am typically somebody who runs very few creatures. But I think the deck looks pretty fun. Let's make some room for the rest of our spells. Count on Me is now following. Appreciate you. All right, so Abzan Monument, we're going to run that. And Dragonscale Globe, we run that as well. Having little mana rocks here and there are good. All right, so I know that we want all of these. Revival of the Ancestors. 4-cost enchantment. Devil's Judgment. 3-cost enchantment. Jaws of Defeat. 4-cost enchantment. Encroaching Dragonstorm. I think we run 38 lands. We have a lot of top end here. A lot of top end. Lots of 4-drops. All right, let's get our removal set up. Caustic Exhale. Cruel Truths. That's a good draw spell. We need draw spells. Combat Trick. Combat Trick / get stuff back from the yard. Removal / Combat Trick. Will of the Mardu. Go wide. Probably the best combat trick in the set. Sack a Dude. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. I mean, shut the hell up, dude. The card's freaking amazing. Rally the Monastery. Rebellious Strike. Lightfoot Technique. And Kin Tree Severance. Okay. Strategic Betrayal, 2-cost. Worthy Cost, we like. Salt Road Skirmish, we take card removal. Knockout Maneuver, and Tip the Scales. So, let's do some counting. $61, and then we also have our Soul Ring and our Signet. Let me go get those. Okay. So, this deck, that puts us like right where we need to be, man. Lord Mordino, nice to see you. Obadiah, I can't tell if you are being looks like you're being a little bit of a hater. You might want to go back over to the old channel, buddy. Nice to see you. Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. Arcanau. Like I said, I hope he pulls Elspeth for reasons. Yeah, no Elspeth. No Elspeth in this one. Yeah, maybe go back to the old channel, bud. I don't know if you know, but I left that channel. Soul Ring, and it was not my choice. So, you know, it is what it is. Soul Ring goes in here as well, and we got Arcane Signet. Just isn't appreciating the chair stream. Well, yeah, I had to go get a couple things for who knows, man. All right, so I do think that this ended up being exactly where we want it to be. It looks pretty good. We got Baitor. Yeah, we have... Wait, 68? Yeah, 63. So what that means is with Baitor and then with the command tower, and then we do have a Jungle Hollow, a Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon, and a Great Ration City. What I want to do now is I want to go ahead and move this stuff over into the Mox field. Yeah, this is the box build. Only good energy in the universe for the new channel. That's right. That's right. We're doing what we can with the cards that we've been dealt. So, let's move over to... I want to input everything into Mox field, and then the thing about this is what's going to make these break-in builds kind of wonky when you're building from a box is you're not going to get all the fixing that you need. You're not going to get all the fixing that you need. So because we have such a high curve here, we have 4s, a lot of 5s, some 6s. We do kind of want to have probably more lands just so that we can make sure that we're drawing lands and that kind of thing. Kirknall, yeah, we had a chair. There was a chair there for a moment. Yeah, like 37. Yeah, the curve is kind of high. Curve is kind of high. So let's go over here. And let's build from what we got. Got to do what we can with what we've opened. I do appreciate y'all hanging out today. Thank you for spending your time here. I know that there are other channels and other streams that you could be watching that have many more subscribers, but we appreciate you hanging out here. I love this community. I love what we're building here, and I really do appreciate y'all very much. So let's get the break-in build on here because I absolutely want to put this on the page. We ended up going with Baitor, Kin to All. That was the direction we went, and it looks like the deck is going to be pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and get it ported into Moxfield. Let's head over here. Oops. All right. Let's get the new deck going. Yeah, Baitor looks really good. If it were like, I typically, if I have a lot of mana rocks, which we don't have in this deck, if I have a lot of mana rocks, then what I'm going to have to do in that situation is I'm going to have to run ramp. I'm going to have to run more lands just so that hopefully we can draw. Baitor, thankfully, is only a 5-cost commander. So let's go ahead and start building the deck. I'm gonna put it into Moxfield. EK plays cards. Test of Endurance is a huge vibe. We did get that, right? I think we did. Wait, now I'm looking through. Dude, I love this deck, but we built it just from a collector box that we opened. So no, we don't have. Oh, Testament. Jeez. Oh God. Yeah, no, we're not putting that in here. We're not putting that in here. Let's build. This was the commander ban list history. I went through and put all the cards in and everything that it's on Moxfield, but I ported all of that information over from the wiki. So put in Gifts Ungiven. That's the new mono black version of Gifts Ungiven that I just made up. All right. Why am I not finding? Oh, here we go. New deck. All right. Vitor. Break and build. Commander EDH. Vador kin to all. Visibility public. Boom. Let's create. And we're going to do it with all of the exact versions of the cards, because I like to do that. Boom. Soul Ring. The only thing that we give ourselves are the Soul Ring. And the Signet and the Command Tower. Here. How do I even find this Soul Ring? Let me see. I'm gonna load every single Soul Ring that's ever been printed in until I find the right one here. We're gonna get there eventually, chat. Once we finish this break and build and take a look at the deck, get an idea of how many. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's the one we want. Select. All right, worthy cost. And that is a foil. There's not a lot of wiggle room in this deck. Let's view, change the view. Dragon Sniper. Okay. Let's do our 2-drops. Arcane Signet, that's 689. Why is it not just... I'm putting a deck into Moxfield currently as well. Nice. Nadraj, good to see you. Finding Jolt, Pyre Squall, Peeling Salve, Infernal Witness, Bone Gorge Mystic. Do it, Watsy. First time chatting, long time viewer. Keep up with the amazing streams. All my favorite videos of the old channel were Jake videos. I appreciate you saying that. We appreciate you. We wish Joel the best. All right. Lightfoot technique. Actually, let me move my keyboard over here a little bit. Let's move the keyboard over. Everybody, if you are enjoying the stream, click like and subscribe. It's a great way to support the channel with just the click of a button. We had a stream yesterday where we covered all the bands, and today we're just taking it easy. Tyler, thank you. I appreciate you. Lord Mordino says, I'm doing my favorite thing right now and sleeving a deck that I changed the theme of, so this is cathartic having you brewing in the background. It feels good, right? We're just hanging out, man. Arcanau says, troubling season, an unointed recession. I got stupid names for mono black variants of everything. Nice, Arcanau. That's great. All right, we got Lightfoot technique in there. We need Rebellious Strike because we're taking any card draw we can get. Duty Beyond Death, man, is so good. What a card. Sarkhan's resolved. Or should we call it Rowl's? Rowl's resolve. Some of you are going to get that. Heritage. Alesha's Legacy. I'll tell you this. I love the stuff that's printed in Japan. It just all is just like flat as a board, man. The foil quality is good. These foils are literally exposed to the elements right now, and they're not curling up. There must be some sort of initiative to actually like take care of these cards. Juicy Donut says, I was inspired by all the break and build challenges, so I did it myself with a play booster box. Ended up building a Codus deck. Haven't had a chance to play it yet, though. Yeah, you know what? Maybe what we do is if people build break and build videos, we set up a thing online. You know, everybody gets the Soul Ring, the Signet, and the Command Tower. We set up a spell table game, and we just play with our break and builds. And then they're all kind of like clunky, right? We built with what we got. And it is what it is. And yeah, it's like no one's sitting on a pile of mana rocks. No one's powering a bunch of stuff out. That'd be fun. How long are you planning on having this deck together without upgrading it outside the cards? I love to build the deck out of the box and maybe keep it for a game night with the Discord as a pre-con level. Yes, 100%. It's kind of hard because this one was built out of a... This one was built out of, you know, did I open? Oh, I did open a play box. And I need to build the deck out of the play box. God, that one I already did on stream, and that deck was not very good. But you know what? I would love to play that. So there's going to be a little bit of a discrepancy between power. You think the Japanese foils aren't as shiny? Really? I haven't really noticed. Yeah, that would be fun to get like a little spell table game going and just play with our clunky decks. Fortress Kingard. We use what we got. Yeah, I mean, if so many of us are buying these products these days, it makes a lot of sense to actually just, like, build out of what we got. Sun Pearl Kieran. I do like that they're flat. Flat is pretty much all that I care about. I like foil cards. In fact, I love them. So it's like, for me, it's like, okay, it's foil. I do kind of see what you're saying. It doesn't look as shiny, but at least my brain is like, well, it's foil. We do what we got. But Dino, going back to what you asked, yeah, I'll just keep this together. I don't need any of these cards right now for decks. I don't plan on like upgrading Baitor right out the gate or anything like that. So I'm just gonna do what we can. I'll just leave it together. Leave it together, wait to play it a couple times, and then I'll upgrade it after that. I do want people to be able to find this deck on here. Tip the Scales. What a good card. I'm a fan. Knockout Maneuver. Hopefully I can get good Jeskai deck out of it. It's my thing in this set. Yeah, the Jeskai looks really strong. Will of the Mardu. All right, that's a good one. It's funny that it knew it was that one. Ever since Foil Quest came back, I haven't been able to find a box for a good price. I don't think so. I don't think we really moved the needle on that. Maybe back in the day when we were doing it. I remember when we were doing Foil Quest back in the day and Rudy made a whole video out of it. God, I love Tevil's Judgment. That is such a good card. That is such a good card. I love it. Dragonstorm Globe. But yeah, I remember Rudy ended up making a video out of that and was like, where are the Spark booster boxes? This is great. And it was a whole thing. Floral Evoker. Need this one. Boom. I feel like Floral Evoker is a pretty good card. You guys remember Rudy? Tacos. Hey, everybody. I used to watch a ton of Rudy's stuff. I used to watch a ton of Rudy stuff. Uncle Rudy. Oh, yeah, he's still a thing. He is still absolutely a thing. The thing about Rudy and why I feel like he's kind of like phased out as a big Magic resource is because he deals in like Weiss and Pokemon and Flesh and Blood. He is more of like a sealed resource at this point, and he's a massive whale, so it's kind of hard to like relate to Rudy. He is still great. He's great in his own respect, yeah. But for me, it just kind of got to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to be a local game store trying to open up and, you know, trying to collect and hoard a bunch of old boxes. I think he does appeal to some people, but for the most part, yeah, he's just kind of hard to relate to. But I do think he's very smart. Do you think he's a very smart dude? Vendor of the Fallen, where'd it go? Poster, yeah, you know, different strokes for different folks, that's for sure. Did you know Rudy is younger than us? Is he, Adam? I think he's a little bit older than me. I think he's in his 40s, isn't he? RC Revenant. Gotta get our Revenant in here. Yep, that's the one. Kintree Nurturer. And Attuned Hunter. Rudy's like early 30s, I think. Not older than 35. Really? You think he's cute? He's just a meme. I don't take him seriously. I have t-shirts that say... I have t-shirts that are 30. Yeah, he is a meme lord. I like his like whiteboard videos where he kind of like talks to people about the market and that kind of thing. He did work in investment banking. I think he's, yeah, Will, I think he's like early 40s or late 30s. I think. That would be my guess if I had to guess. Reading between the lines is a lost art nowadays. Yeah, people don't want to... They don't want to take the time. Just reminds me of one of those kids whose mom has a lot of money. No, I think he's a nice enough dude. He used to come on Foil Quest episodes and be like, you know, you guys stay the course. He's like, I love this content. It's one of the reasons I'm bringing Foil Quest back. That was one of my favorite things to do. And people love it. So if I love it, if they love it, then that's a nice place to be. Jade Cast. Yeah, we picked a lot of stuff that might not be fantastic, but you know what? That's what you get out of these break-in builds. Rudy's walls are covered in oil paintings with huge gold frames. I know, it's wild. I remember before he did that. Rudy, I mean, I actually made some really good money, you know, listening to Rudy. I remember in 2017, he was talking about Urza boxes, meaning Urza's Destiny, Urza's Legacy, and Urza's Saga boxes, which were all sitting around like $700 or $800. And he was like, these boxes are going to 5K. And I was like, you know what? I reached out to my mom. I was like, Mom, let's get a couple of these boxes. I talked about this before on stream, but we ordered 2 one of them that was like this old box. You could tell it was like legit nice old, you know, the shrink wrap on it had like the ovular side on it. It was just like this old box, $800. We ended up reselling it later for like 3,200. So we each made like $1,000 off that. And then the other box we ordered from Troll and Toad came and it was dented in the side because they didn't package it appropriately. So we ended up sending it back to them for a refund. Imagine sending an old vintage box like that and just being like, you know what? Whatever. And that's what happened. It was pretty rough. Trade route envoy. Use foil version. Salt Road skirmish. Look out on the Salt Road, folks. There's a chance there's a skirmish. Rally the monastery. So we're running some Jeskai stuff in here. But Rudy was right about those boxes. Why don't you like Wubby? Not a fan of Wubby, huh? What about my face? Does my face piss you off? Oh, God. I like Charlie a lot. I watch Charlie a lot. I like his commentary. I like his text message cringe stuff. Makes me laugh. Got a Baron Step Siege. Teaming Dragonstorm. God, I love that border so much. Encroaching. And we have Jaws of Defeat. Jaws of the Feet. And Revival of the Ancestors. Ooh. All right, use foil. Boom. Oh, this is so sucky out in Illinois due to the pollen. I hate the spring. Is it pretty rough? Pretty rough? No, your face is not offensive to me. Or your voice. That's why I'm here. Let's go, Poster 66. I got the face and the voice going for me. That's what's up. Jake Paul is a malicious grifter. Yeah, you know, and so I don't feel that way about Charlie or Wubby, honestly. I think both of them are their authentic self for the most part. But I say that in like a parasocial way where I watch their stuff and I feel like they're just genuinely, for the most part, good people. Or I'd like to think that they are, at least Charlie. I like that you like the headband. Poster says, yes, I love the headband. Yeah, we got the headband going. I got a lot of hair, so I got to have a headband over here. The pollen thing is bad BA this year. I'm out on the West Coast and my poor wife is miserable. BA. Why don't I not know what BA stands for? Does your mom still have any cool vintage boxes lying around? So she has like an original Modern Masters box, Modern Masters 2015 box. Not anything that's like vintage. No. We used to collect baseball cards. Chat has the face meant for chat. Face blue smiling. Chat looks bad. Oh no. We do wish Joel the best. That's all we can say. I don't know what you're talking about, Mom. Baseball, nice, yeah. Alright, let's keep getting these cards in here. Smile at death. Switch printing. Select. I might have a couple cool vintage boxes lying around. As a matter of fact, I talked with Jake the other day about collaborating on a case of boxes that could include the Liliana alternate art. Yeah, so Mom, I did find a couple cases. I found a case for $12.50, which is not a bad price. So it's like you could get stray boxes and it ends up being around $900. Do I want anything other than ketchup chips? I don't know, any little things that you think you can fit. You just pick some stuff for me. I like chocolate. I like all the stuff. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you. Streamers Popo just subscribed. Appreciate you. Thank you. Whoops. What happened to your back, dude? You got a haircut, you look at... I gotta say this in his voice. I just got a haircut, I look at least as good as Rudy. Nice, Marcel, happy to hear it. Brody, what'd you do to your back? Did you fall asleep on the couch? What happened? Extreme Killage says, we sure do wish Joel the best. A suspicious amount around here. I think it just turned into a meme because I said it a couple times and now people are just saying it. And I do wish him, I genuinely wish him the best. I really do. That's all I want for him is the best. That's all I want for people. I wish people the best. Kindness is the way. You got to just be nice to people. That's all I want for them. He and I won't work together. That doesn't mean that I don't wish him the best. Moxodon Battle Priest. What I've entered into is I've entered into that phase of being a YouTuber where that will always be something that is just, you know, everybody who knows will just know forever that, yeah, we used to have a channel together. Brody says, I don't even know. He was lifting vintage boxes, though. Is that what it was? Taco Bell, do you hate yourself? Mega Taco Night for Mega Chat Mom. Brody, you got to get it looked at, man. A back is not something to mess around with. Mercedes, that sounds good, especially after a safety meeting. I think I'm having the same thing for dinner. Mom says, I'm sorry for the time I was in my early 20s stopping at Taco Bell at 2 a.m. after going to the discotheque. I will always love Taco Bell. Sorry, not sorry. Discotheque, good lord. Tyler, I appreciate you. Says, I genuinely wish Jake the best. Thank you. Don't be a llama says, Rudy made me bought 10 boxes of Japanese War of the Spark. Yes, discotheque. I was in my 20s in the 80s. You might know my age. I remember thinking that rap would go away like disco did. Marcel says, dude, you guys kept me sane during COVID. Legendary. I appreciate you. White Widow says, Mercedes Martishius, do you want mint arrows? I appreciate you, Marcel. Thank you. How is your doctor's appointment a 6-month wait? What? What? No. You gotta call them and be like, hey, 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 hey. What is going on? Purging Stormbrood. Let's switch the printing. Disruptive Stormbrood. This card is disruptive. This card looks so good. Card is a good card. Yeah, Mom, don't dig into that. Everything is good. Boulderborn Dragon. That neck is totally wonked out. That's right, Will. Riling Dawnbreaker. Let's switch. Printing. Select foil. Yeah, that's right. And we will get there. We will absolutely get there. I've almost got this deck plugged in here. Just a few more cards to go. Got the Armament Dragon foil. Excited about that. Oh, there it is. A little foil dragon action going on. Feral Death Gorger. Man, I want to play this deck now. I mean, the mana base kind of scares me. Is this a foil? It is. Jacob, please answer me. What did you say? Jake, do you want Kit Kats or mini arrow bars? Sure, I will take either. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat. I'm trying to put stuff in. I'm sorry, she called me Jacob there. That's the first time she's ever done that. Jacob, please answer me. Oh my god. Poster says, my mom had a smartphone for like a week. It freaked her out so bad she went back and insisted on a flip phone. It was just like too much. Canadian Kit Kats are better, yes. She goes, Jacob, please answer me. It's hilarious. Gurmag, Rakasha. Salt Road. Pack Beast. No, of course, Mom. Had an interest in his interest, so that's why I'm here. No, of course, Mom. We're happy that you're here. Mom says, yeah, I had a smartphone for many years. I'm not an idiot. I know how to use it, and some people should be afraid of that. Oh, God. Jacob, read me. My mom watches my show every Saturday and she's 87 years old. There we go. That's what's up. It's not unusual, I suppose. I just can't imagine my mother in here. You guys are funny. Did I add the Salt Road Pack Beast? Oh, I did now. Switch to foil. Boom. And Gurmag Rakasha and this thing. Brood Caller Scourge. All right. Where is the Brood Caller Surge? Oh, there it is. All right, so this needs to be this one. That card seems strong. All right, let's get in our few lands command tower. And we need Jungle Hollow. Use foil version. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Arrows are like these delicious little things. I'm not skipping over your messages. Mom, who do I have to fight? Wait, did you say mini arrows or mint arrows? Either one. My God. I don't know. Either one is good. Mini and mint. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with putting in. Oh, I'm sorry. Trying to keep up with chat. I'm doing my best. This chat right now is crazy. Great Irration City. Yeah, I should be making dinner and whatnot, but I cannot look away, says Poster. This is a lively bunch. All right, now I'm on like high alert to not miss any Paige messages. All right, I've got the deck ported in. Now I am here. We can get very lively at the end of chat. Anything goes. No, not anything goes. No. We keep things respectful. We keep things appropriate. MTG Gaming Bob donated $4.20, says through the super chat. God, you guys are trolling. For the moms out there, donated $4.20. We appreciate you, MTG Gaming Bob. Thank you so much for the super chat. Retro says we wish Joel the best. Yes, we do. We do. Brad, Mercedes Martishius, my mom was the one that got me into Magic. She used to work at a toy store and always brought me home Magic cards and fell in love. And she always said, I know where he is. I enjoy your what I'm buying videos. There will be more to come. I appreciate that. Mom said anything goes. No. Super chats, all wishing Joel the best. Now that's what's up. That's right. That's right. Got some next level trolling going on over here. We appreciate you. All right, so I've ported the deck over. Is there a way for this to kind of like recommend? That's right. Gonna kick some ass on the new channel. I'm very excited to get this new channel off the ground. These are great for new merch. No, that will not be on any merch, you guys. Arkanow says, I'm still waiting on a set that's going to name the 4 color groups, give them an identity, mechanics, flavor, etc. That would be great. Adam with the $6.90. I appreciate you. Says it wouldn't let me donate 69 cents. Oh no. Oh, you're funny. Yeah, Monty, no, there's nothing. We separated amicably. That's it. One person got a channel with 85K, the other person started from scratch. It was an amicable break. Obviously, the internet has had a lot to say about it, but that's what I have to say. We split it amicably. He got the main channel and I started from scratch. All right, let's keep it respectful, everybody. Yeah, let's move on from this. Thank you, Brody. I think that's the move. The move is we want to move on from this. I'm going to go ahead and add lands to this later. Here's the thing, folks. I appreciate you all so much. We do have a shorter stream here. We built the deck. It's in here. I'm going to go ahead and add basics to this. Let's see. I want to add 33 basics. For now, I'm just going to put 11 or 13 plains, or 11 plains, 11 swamps, 11 forests, and then we'll look at it later. So for the box break, what we do is we have a command tower, soul ring, and a signet, and other than that, Bob says add a foil mana crypt to this deck. Oh god. You're funny. We get a command tower, soul ring, and a signet, and other than that, we have to build everything from the deck. Or from the box that we open. We're going to add 10 forests. Add 10 plains. And add 10 swamp. So we got 100 main deck here. I'm going to save this deck. I'm going to link it here so that you guys could take a look at it if you want. This is what we ended up building. I want you guys to take a look if you want. Paste. And I have some stuff I need to do. So as much as this stream would typically go for 4 hours, because we had a 3-hour stream yesterday, or 3.5-hour stream yesterday covering all the bands, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to get ready. I got to do some cleaning because I have company coming over tomorrow, and I have I got to call my doctor and take care of a couple things over there. But I appreciate all of you so much. Mom with the $50 super chat, I appreciate you. That was extremely generous. Thank you to everybody that did super chats today. Adam, MTG Gaming, Bob, Retro. We appreciate all of you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna have a stream back on Friday, and yeah, for now we're gonna skedaddle. Yeah, Arkanow, once I get done with my my stuff, I will go ahead and shoot you a message and we will get a trade going. I found a fetch land, but I think what we'll have to do is work toward with some other stuff getting there. So now is the free for all part of the chat. Nope. Nope. I love you guys. I'm out of here. I hope you have a nice rest of your Wednesday. And then we're off tomorrow and we will be back on Friday. But I will have some more videos coming out. So go jump in and watch our long form videos that we have coming up. I got to go take a shower. My hair looks ridiculous. I appreciate all of you so much. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh yeah, dude. We love Modelo. I love Modelo. Did we ever get to 69 likes? No, we got to 57. We did our best, but you know what? We can't win them all. Thank you for hanging out on this very chill stream. I will catch you guys very soon. Love you. Love you. Goodbye, everybody. Until next time.